Hi friends, it's Friday. I'm calling today Freedom Friday. It's Marie Walty of the MW Lifestyle, and I'm hoping to kind of create a series of Freedom Fridays, kind of share my heart on a Friday, bookend the week. Typically Fridays are about, thank God it's Friday, time to enjoy a little freedom. And so I'm hoping to kind of speak into that, give you your dose of just another thought to set you free to enjoy just the goodness in life. And so as I come to you today, there's a word that's just kind of making my heart skip a little faster, and I just want to share it with you, and that's the word harvest. And I feel like that is such a beautiful word when you kind of strip it down to the process. Think about, start with the seed, has very little value, not on its own, not really much of anything. But you plant it in the ground and you tend to it, and over time it yields something. And that something that it yields is life-giving. It yields crops that can feed multitudes of people. And it all started out with a little seed. The thing to bear in mind is it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen without effort. Anything good requires effort and time and sacrifice and investment. And when I kind of strip that back and apply it to life as a metaphor, I kind of ask myself the question, I throw it out to you: how do we have a harvest mindset? What does that look like? Do we truly desire to live the same way? And, they say, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. But if you want something different, you want something more, you want something that starts out as something little that flourishes into something big, we have to really think about the harvest, and we have to think about where we make these time and financial investments and what's important. And I think, my old harvest mindset was really applied to my family's life and bettering our situation. How do I, give my kids more? How do I have more luxuries? How do I experience more out of life? And that's not bad by any means. I wanted to take where my parents left me off and kind of advance that a little bit. And the more life I live, the more inadequate I think that view is for me personally. If you follow my journey for any length of time, you know that time is so critically important to me. You have one life to live, one. And I've experienced a lot of loss in the recent year or two, and I just think I gotta grab hold of life. There's something urgent here, and it starts today. It doesn't start tomorrow. I kept deferring it. Oh, I'll live that life. I'll do these things that, that I want to do, but I don't have time today. I always found myself saying that. And I just said, enough is enough. If I want it, I need to make time. And that was just critically important. And I came up with this acronym this week for myself. And I shared that time for me is today is made to engage. It's created for you to participate. Today, you're invited into that. And so when I think about time and harvest, I think today, what am I doing today that takes something as simple as a seed and multiplies it into a crop? What does that look like? And like I said, my old mindset was, work hard today and build my kingdom and provide more for my children. And my mindset has really changed as I've experienced life and feel like the value of life is in this outward thing. That if, like for me, the true reward is in soul wealth, filling up my soul with intangible stuff. Because at the end of the day, when I leave this place, I want to leave my mark on this world. I want my soul to be filled with memories and ways in which I made a difference, the ways in which I multiplied things and created just a life-sustaining thing for people. And as I think about that, it just leads me to this place of my friend Tammy. This is where the word harvest kind of started resonating with me. My friend Tammy, she's a teacher in Uganda. Her story is insane, and I could spend hours talking about it because she will inspire you in just the path that she's chosen to take. She is a teacher in Uganda, and she made known to us that there were some needs in Uganda. And we sponsor a few kids, a couple in Uganda and one in India. And I don't say that to get kudos, because that's not the point. But she came to us about this child. The point is about the harvest mindset and what I want to share. She came to us about this little girl named Clara and showed us her picture. And I mean, that was a good strategy, Tammy, because Clara is a pretty cute little kid. And she, in the picture, grabbed our hearts. But we wanted to help. We wanted to change her circumstance and give her the ability to go to school, get educated, and have a better future. So we participated in that. And that financial investment, minimal in the scheme of things. I think I probably spend more on coffee in a month than I do on that, which I need to just give up coffee and start sponsoring more kids. But that's a story for another day. But then Tammy came back to us. We had always said, like, oh, if her family needs something, let us know. And Tammy said, well, actually, they do need something. They have a piece of land, but they don't have the resources to start farming the land. And so you can participate in that, and if you want to. And we decided, yeah, gosh, what better thing to give than to give them the means to be able to better themselves and to be able to produce crops, not just one time, but over and over again. And so we helped participate in that. We got the privilege of participating in that. And Tammy this week sent me pictures of the harvest. The harvest came to fruition. They did all the work. We made a minimal investment. And here now they have crops to feed their family and help other people. And Tammy also sent a picture of beautiful little Clara graduating, and that, that's harvest, guys. That's true harvest, not just the physical crops, but the fact that she's graduating. She's, her life, she's progressing down this path of, more education, getting to a better place, and her family being fed and cared for. That's harvest. And as I reflect on just the path that God has me on, and just the platform that He's given me, I used to be a girl who did spreadsheets, and I was good at it, and if I had progressed down that path, I would have put together a lot of great spreadsheets. But God called me into this path of impacting lives, because that is soul-filling. At the end of the day, I would rather sow into that. It gives my life huge meaning and purpose. And so I am so grateful that I get a means to do that through my line of work. And I know some people might think you are a crazy skincare selling lady, but to me that's so beside the point. I get to sow into people. I get to watch their paths change. I get to raise up leaders, help people find their potential. These self-limiting beliefs that people have that say, the investment's not worth it, I can never create the harvest. I get to teach people otherwise. And hopefully in the process, watch them discover that the harvest isn't even about them, that it's about outreach and pouring into people. And I feel like that's incredibly beautiful, that I get to be a part of that process of unlocking people's potential and impacting their lives and stories to put them in a better situation and place, just like with Clara. Like, I love that. I feel like God's given me this path of purpose, given me a vehicle, given me a voice, given me this platform. I'm so thankful. So thankful. So my challenge to you today, this Freedom Friday, is how are you going to jump in to this harvest mindset? How are you going to take something today that's of little value and sow in over time with some effort and sacrifice to create a harvest? How are you going to do that? What does that look like in your life? Because let me tell you, that's how you find freedom. When you find this place of outflow, you will find freedom. Your problems won't seem so big. The things that hold you back, they'll fade away, and you'll find your worth and value in being a part of something bigger and making a difference. And I just think that's so beautiful. That's harvest, impacting lives and seeing something that's of little value come to something that's invaluable. And that to me is beyond beautiful. So I leave you with that challenge to go out and figure out what harvest you're being called to, and to take the steps to sow into that, to give your time. Today is made to engage today toward your harvest that you're going to be a part of. So God bless you. Happy Friday, and I look forward to connecting again soon. Please like or comment if you found anything of value on this video. Please check out my Facebook page, The MW Lifestyle, where I share inspiration and just kind of this newfound perspective. And my website's coming soon, so I'm working on that. So God bless. Thanks so much. Bye.